I have a confession to make. I used to say these 4 things when I knew I was not interested in being in a relationship with this person. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy Jimmy Allen, your love and relationship coach, coming back to my channel. Don't forget to rate and subscribe and click the like button. So I'm going to share with you these 4 things that I used to say when I knew that I did not want to be in a relationship with that person, which translates to I'm going to share with you how do you know where you stand in a relationship one, and what clues you will find out that I'm going to give to you that, boo, it ain't going nowhere. So there's a lot of times when we're dating someone and it's going well, and we get to a place like 3 or 4 months into the dating process and we wonder, like, where is this going? Now, first of all, you have to ask yourself, are you being too needy? Because sometimes in that very insecure place, we start feeling needy and desperate and want to rush the relationship. And then you get quickly get in the friend zone or become the friend with benefit. So that's the first place. Like, when you ask this question, I'm prefacing this on purpose. When you get ready to ask someone, where are we going? First, ask yourself, where is this coming from in my body? Am I rushing this? Do I do this? Is this a pattern that I have doing, wanting to know all the time? Am I not letting this flow? Because sometimes, because I used to be this person, I so want to solidify the deal that I scare the other person off because I'm being needy, because I want to lock this person down. No. But when you're coming from a place of confidence and self-worth, the question is actually coming from a place of confidence and self-worth. So here are some things that I used to say, and I'm being totally transparent and honest because I'm your coach and I want to share some of the things that your guy or girl might have said this to you, and you totally missed it. So number 1, you get quickly put in the friend zone or the friends with benefit zone. I used to be that person because I'm assuming that for me as a man, I know what I want. And normally I can tell on the very first date that this person is worth being a friends with benefit, or this might be potential. I know from the gut because I know what I want. I'm looking for what I want to hear, and I ask really good questions. Not just me. Most men don't ask good questions, but I ask good questions. But most men go off their real gut feeling. They're like, or that man is not being authentic with you. He's just looking for sex. So, if I was just looking for sex on a date, I would say, I'm really not looking for something serious right now, and I don't want to really waste your time. However, I'm really open to being friends with benefits. Just let me know. And normally that works. Or number 2, what I used to say, if I know from the very beginning, especially it depends on how the conversation was going prior to the first date, I would say, let's go with the flow. Let's not label things. Let's just see, what happens. And normally I ended up in sex. And normally I don't see that person again. I used to do that, but that might be happening to you. Number 3, he only wants sex. Now, he probably already said these things prior to you, but he only comes around when he wants sex because he's already established in his mind that that's what you are. We are sex buddies. And most people, and I used to fall for this, or I used to have people fall into this trap where we're having sex, we're hanging out with no intention of going anywhere. Now, I've grown up a bit, and I am very clear in the very beginning what I'm looking for. And sometimes, and especially most men know, that when that other person, when you friend zone that person, and when now they're your friends with benefit, most men know when the other person starts to catch feelings, and then we pull ourselves away. So you feel that other person is pulling away, they know you got feelings and they don't want that. So this is how you start to learn to stop wasting your time. So when you start hearing those words that I described to you, like, I just want to go with the flow, and they're not really showing commitment, you can ask those questions. But here's the thing, and I've learned this, so always put the ball in the other person's court. I never get angry. First of all, never get angry, never get mad, because here's the thing. Asking that question is a valid question. Where are we going? Now here is the clue that I've learned, that I'm sharing this with you. It's in their reaction to the question, you know that they're serious or not. Then you have your answer, and you have the option to stay and chugging along, or you can just bow out and go. Thank you very much. I really enjoyed my time with you, and I wish you all the best. You don't have to be a bitch about it. You don't have to be a dick about it. Just say, I wish you all the best. Now, here's what you can say when you're in that spot. Let's say, because this has happened to me before. You could say, hey, we've been dating for 6 months and everything is going great. I'm really feeling you, had a really good time. I'm getting a lot of questions about us, and got me to thinking too, like, what are we? Where are we going with this? What do you think? Now, it's in that response you will get your answer. Now, someone told me once when I said this to them, they were like, I want to date you for two more years and see where it's going. And then my reaction was, I ain't trying to date for 2 more years so you can be okay with us being together. Hell no! I didn't say it quite like that, but I was just like, well, I don't need 2 years to know that I want to be with you. So if that's what you need, I'm sorry, this is not going to work for me. And that's what I said. And then we ended the relationship. So it is in the reactions and what they say, and it's careful that you do not get so bogged up in what your feelings is about what they say. Listening to what they say. So I said, okay, I could have easily said to this guy, so what I'm hearing, what you're saying is that you need 2 more years to see if you want to even be in a relationship. Most likely going to say yes. Then you can either investigate more and say, well, what is it that and I said this to this person, what is it that you need to know in order to be secure in this relationship? Or even to consider it. Now, this is what happened to me. The shit hit the fan. Not in a bad way, but in a good way. But the truth came out. Whereas this person had been in an abusive relationship before me, and they did not trust the goodness what we had, because everything was great. We never fought, argued. Everything was great. But because it was too perfect, he didn't trust it, because he was so used to the abuse of someone else. So we had to end the relationship because he had deep issues with trust, and I was not willing to be that person, the testing grounds for his trust issues. So that was my personal preference. You can be the tester grounds to somebody's trust issues and patience. I know myself that you're not going to work your issues out on me. And that's the other thing about knowing where you stand. Are you willing to allow this person to work their issues out on you while you wait? Because otherwise, you're wasting your time on someone who is not a fuck yes for you. And you're wasting time while you're still with them. The other person is out there looking for you. So that's my tip today, guys. So don't forget to rate, subscribe, and click the like button. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Those are my 4 tips of how to know where you stand with someone. Listen, if you need help, I'm including some links in the bio. Holiday sale. I'm here to support you as your love and relationship coach. Let's bring in 2021 with a new relationship, a new you. Rate and subscribe and leave a comment.